Hello, my name is Andrew Francis, and today I'm going to be presenting my CSS Zen Garden midterm project. So I have both of the windows open for uh, the web interface of the HTML document. As you can see, I believe this is the header that I have. Yeah, it's the header right here. Oh wait, I lied. I believe the wizard is in. Wizard is right here. So it's in the body. So he's pulled out from the image folder by the HTML, but the position and the styling and the border is all with the body element in the CSS. So the theme that I wanted to go with my project was sort of a more magical fantasy type of theme. As you can see by the wizard, there's a starry sky here, but I also kind of wanted to go with just a D&D theme because I'm a huge D&D nerd. So I have the D20 die right here on each of these. I believe this is the third header 3. Yeah, so right here. Header 3. Had them on both sides. And then down here we have, well, these are supposed to be kind of like, these are books. You can see the background is gray. All the hyperlinks are a more darker type of gray. And the reason why that I chose that is because one, they kind of do blend in with the background, but they're just the different hue to where I feel like they stand out, but they're not like a bright, vibrant color that will like strain your eye for looking at them. So it's almost as if like when you're reading the sentence, in your peripheral vision, you see that there are some words that are obviously missing in the sentence. So it attracts your eye to go, oh, like, wait a second, some of the sentence is missing. But then when you actually focus on that sentence, you see the words clearly. At least on my screen, how I have my monitor set up, it actually looks fairly clear, and I can tell what each of these links means. And of course, as you see, I do have some hover, all of the active link there, visited, link, color, hover, focus, all that, green and yellow. So this is a very, very simplistic design. Even though it was simplistic, I still feel that I still have a very proud accomplishment of my CSS document, and that is like these D20s. Being able to have more than one of these images on both sides, having them, I'm really proud of how I was able to just keep all these in line. Again, it was very simplistic. And of course you have these resource links here that are used with a flex box. And the books themselves, I would say that probably the second thing that I'm the proudest of, even though I should have moved these over more to the right. However, I did not for some reason. Must have been an oversight that I had. Now, I do have there is one major flaw to my to how my web page is to how it is formatted, and that is on this, how where the window is prompted like this, everything is aligned, it looks great, it looks perfect, but once when I put this in full screen, everything is over to the left. Everything is, except for the pages. See, and now this, and then this is where you start to see that the web page is very, very flawed. But if I have it in a smaller view, but the window is smaller to about half size, everything aligns perfectly. And I feel that it's, one, I definitely know that it is definitely the web page itself. See, now it's, yeah. I feel that, one, it's definitely how I formatted everything in the CSS document, but I also think it has something to do with my monitor. My monitor is a 4K 43-inch flat screen TV, so there's a lot of surface area that the web page has to take up, and the CSS document is not formatted specifically to have a display that big for it, so that is another reason why. But as long as I keep it in this display, everything looks fine and dandy. Again, I haven't tried it on a smaller display to see if it looks any better, if it looks the same, maybe it looks worse. However, this, how I have it here on split screen, seems to work the best. Now, I would love to hear some criticisms. I'm honestly kind of excited to hear about them because I know that this is very flawed, and I would love to hear other people's opinions on how this website could be made better. Maybe some of you have more simple methods than what I have done in my document here. I had one specific trouble while I was making this, and I have forgotten what it was. I think the biggest challenge was to, since I took everything in the vertical design, trying to keep everything aligned, especially these right here. Like I really wish there was a more simple way for me to be able to just somehow get all three of these to be aligned. I feel that maybe with a flex box that could have been more manageable. However, the way that I had done it was, oh, I think I'd have to find where it is. We'd have to go here in the HTML. Okay, so I think it's in a block quote. Well, it's not really that important. Oh, and then I have my initials up here. It's almost like a signature to a piece of art, even though this is not a piece of art whatsoever. It's just very simple, basic CSS element-heavy HTML.